Did you know that Tesla Model 3s depreciate faster than most other cars? It's a surprising fact, especially considering the immense popularity and the futuristic appeal of these electric vehicles. Many people, including myself, are drawn to Tesla for its innovative technology and the promise of a sustainable future. It's true, despite their initial high price tag and the hype surrounding electric vehicles, the resale value of a Model 3 can plummet quickly. This depreciation can be quite shocking for new owners who expected their investment to hold its value better. The market for used electric vehicles is still developing, and factors like battery life and technological advancements play a significant role in this rapid depreciation. This fact became painfully clear to me after owning and driving my Model 3 for 15,000 miles. I was initially thrilled with my purchase, enjoying every moment behind the wheel. The car's performance was outstanding, and the driving experience was unlike anything I had ever felt before. However, as the miles added up, I began to notice the car's value dropping at an alarming rate. I had been swept up in the excitement of electric vehicles and the promise of cutting-edge technology. The idea of owning a car that was not only environmentally friendly but also packed with the latest tech was incredibly appealing. Charging the car at stations and seeing the savings on fuel costs were definite perks. I felt like I was part of a movement towards a greener future. The sleek design, impressive acceleration, and promise of a greener future were all incredibly enticing. The Model 3's ability to go from 0 to 60 in just a few seconds was exhilarating. The minimalist interior, with its large touchscreen and advanced features, made every drive feel like a glimpse into the future. It was easy to see why so many people were captivated by Tesla. However, my experience with the Model 3 quickly turned into a lesson in the dangers of buying based on hype alone. The initial excitement began to wear off as I faced the reality of owning a rapidly depreciating asset. The car's value dropped much faster than I had anticipated, and I found myself questioning whether the investment was worth it. While the technology and performance were impressive, the financial aspect was a harsh wake-up call. It's important for potential buyers to consider all factors, including depreciation, before making such a significant purchase. Initially, I was enamored with my Tesla Model 3. The sleek design, the promise of cutting-edge technology, and the allure of an eco-friendly vehicle had me hooked from the start. I remember the first time I saw it in the showroom, gleaming under the lights, and I knew I had to have it. The acceleration was exhilarating and the minimalist interior felt futuristic. Every drive felt like a glimpse into the future of transportation. The smooth, silent ride was a stark contrast to the noisy, gas-guzzling cars I had driven before. The touchscreen dashboard, with its myriad of features, made me feel like I was piloting a spaceship. I proudly showed off the car's features to friends and family, basking in their admiration. The Autopilot feature was a particular favorite, drawing gasps of amazement as the car navigated itself. I felt a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing I was part of a movement towards a more sustainable future. But as the miles piled on, cracks began to appear, both literally and figuratively. The initial euphoria began to wane as the reality of daily use set in. The once pristine windshield now had a small crack, a constant reminder of the wear and tear that comes with time. What started as minor annoyances gradually morphed into major concerns, casting a long shadow over my Tesla ownership experience. The seats, once firm and comfortable, began to show signs of wear. The exterior, which had turned heads wherever I went, now had small dents and scratches that marred its beauty. It wasn't just one glaring issue, but a series of smaller problems that, when combined, painted a picture of a car that failed to live up to its lofty expectations. The touchscreen, which had been a marvel of modern technology, started to glitch. The door handles, which had been a talking point among my friends, began to malfunction. Each trip to the repair shop felt like a step further away from the dream I had bought into. The disillusionment was gradual but undeniable, a stark contrast to the initial excitement and pride I had felt. One of the most alarming issues I encountered was the infamous phantom braking. This phenomenon is not just a minor inconvenience, it can be downright terrifying. This occurred when the car's autopilot system slammed on the brakes for no apparent reason. Imagine driving along smoothly, trusting the advanced technology to handle the road, and then, out of nowhere, the car decides to brake abruptly. Imagine cruising down the highway at speed, only to have your car suddenly brake hard, throwing you forward in your seat. It's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. The sudden deceleration can catch you off guard, and if you're not prepared, it can lead to serious consequences. This happened to me multiple times, often triggered by shadows, overpasses, or even oncoming traffic in the opposite lane. The car's sensors seemed to misinterpret these common road elements as obstacles, causing unnecessary and abrupt stops. The unpredictability of this issue made highway driving a nerve-wracking experience, constantly keeping me on edge. Every shadow or overpass became a potential trigger for another sudden stop, making it hard to relax and enjoy the drive. The fear of a rear-end collision due to a software glitch was a constant source of anxiety. Each time the car braked unexpectedly, I worried about the vehicles behind me. Would they be able to stop in time, or would I end up in a serious accident because of a malfunctioning system? Despite the advanced technology, the autopilot system's flaws became glaringly apparent. Driving through tunnels or on winding roads added another layer of complexity. The system's inability to accurately interpret the environment made me question its reliability. There were moments when I had to pull over and take a break, just to calm my nerves. The frustration of dealing with a high-tech car that couldn't handle basic driving scenarios was overwhelming. I took the car to the service center multiple times, hoping for a fix. Each visit ended with software updates and reassurances, but the problem persisted. It was clear that the issue was more complex than a simple update could resolve. Eventually, I learned to be hyper-vigilant, always ready to take control at a moment's notice. While the autopilot system has its benefits, the phantom braking issue overshadowed them, making every drive a hair-raising experience. Beyond the technical glitches, I was also disappointed by the build quality of my Model 3. Panel gaps were inconsistent, with some areas showing noticeable misalignment. The paint seemed thin and prone to chipping, and I even had a door handle malfunction, leaving me temporarily stranded. These might seem like minor quibbles, but for a car costing as much as a premium German sedan, they were unacceptable. It felt like Tesla had prioritized speed and innovation over the basic principles of automotive craftsmanship. Section 5. The supercharger network, not so super after all. Another area where the Tesla experience fell short was the much-touted supercharger network. While convenient in theory, I found the reality to be less than ideal. Supercharger stations were often crowded, leading to long wait times. On road trips, charging stops added significant time to my journey, negating some of the convenience of electric driving. Furthermore, the cost of supercharging wasn't as economical as I had initially anticipated, with prices fluctuating significantly based on location and time of day. Section 6. The moment of truth selling my Tesla Model 3. The pivotal moment that solidified my regret came during a routine service appointment. A minor fender bender had resulted in surprisingly high repair costs and lengthy delays due to parts availability. As I sat in the waiting area, surrounded by other Tesla owners sharing similar tales of woe, it dawned on me, I had made a mistake. The allure of the Tesla brand had blinded me to the car's fundamental flaws. I decided then and there to sell my Model 3. Section 7. Reflecting on the Tesla experience. My experience with the Tesla Model 3 taught me a valuable lesson. Hype does not always match reality. While the car had its strengths, the constant software issues, questionable build quality, and limitations of the supercharger network ultimately outweighed the initial excitement. It was a reminder that buying a car is a significant investment, and thorough research is essential, even when dealing with a brand as hyped as Tesla. Section 8. Join the conversation. Have you had a similar experience with the Tesla Model 3 or another electric vehicle? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For further reading on the challenges of Tesla ownership, I recommend checking out Tesla Death Watch and Inside EV's forum.